I'm Rob Walker, and I'm running because I don't believe our City Hall has been dealing effectively with four big issues that I'm hearing from constituents like you. First, taxes. They're up 45% after inflation in the past 10 years. This is excessive and more than 3 times the rate of inflation. With property value increases, we should be awash in cash. As a CPA with an econ degree from Rice, MBA from Stanford, and PhD in tax and finance from UT, I will bring a unique set of skills to our council for dealing with the budget and taxes. Our council keeps approving small increases in our property taxes and utility bills, touting the merits of each increase and how little each costs, like the mobility bond and composting. As one constituent bemoaned, it's death by 1,000 cuts. Our council needs to say no a lot more often on proposals that raise our taxes. I will lobby the legislature to cap the annual residential tax increases at 5% versus 10% currently. Second, traffic congestion relief. Less than 1/7 of the mobility bond is for traffic relief. In fact, the biggest chunk for 3 overpasses on 360 doesn't cover the cost. It is less than half of TxDOT's $100 million projection. Even if TxDOT agrees to match the $46 million, it will be $18 million short, meaning only 2 or 3 overpasses will be built. And 2/3 of the bond is for corridor beautification and gentrification that is backed by developers. It removes 24 lane miles from our streets, and it will displace low-income families. Moreover, the $482 million for corridors is only phase 1. Completing the corridor work will cost another $1.1 billion and will raise the average homeowner's taxes $1,200 over a 5-year period, assuming all of it is debt funded. Of the full package, less than 1/18 is for traffic congestion relief. Some of the voters may be thinking that Prop 1 is better than nothing, but if it passes, we could be delayed years in getting a viable traffic relief bond proposition on the ballot, in part because our council will be focused on finding funds to finish gentrifying the corridors. Prop 1 is not a rational response to our city's needs. I call it the immobility bond. If it fails, I will propose a much better alternative, the traffic relief and flood control bond that can be approved within a year. It will cost less than 1/3 of the full mobility bond build-out, and there will be no tax increase because it will be funded out of our city's current bond capacity. 70% will be allocated for traffic congestion relief, including $150 million to upgrade the entire length of 360 to a limited access 4-lane highway with flyovers at each end. Third, the PUDs. The Grove and Austin Oaks need serious cutting back to reduce the traffic and environmental impacts. The PUDs will roughly quintuple the traffic in nearby intersections that are already enduring backups. The parklands offered by the developers are either inadequate or substandard. 44 heritage and protected trees will be cut down in Austin Oaks. At the very least, the developers need to pay linkage and impact fees that we taxpayers are having to cover. I would like to see the city hold the line to encourage the Grove's developer to offer the 75 acres back to Austin as a northern Zilker Park. Fourth, affordability. Given the increases in property values, affordability means smaller dwellings, whether apartments, small houses, or mobile homes. Our zoning code revision should permit building affordable apartments and smaller homes throughout the city. Also, most of the mobility bond corridors are in affordable areas of our city, and it makes no sense that our mayor and a council majority approved this anti-affordability corridor gentrification plan at the same time that they are lamenting the lack of affordable housing and trying to fix it. I will bring a fresh perspective to our council with my analytical, financial, cost accounting, and budgetary training, having also been a professor at Georgetown and Washington, D.C. for 10 years. I've lived in Austin for 20 years, am a successful small business owner with 3 long-term employees, and as a CPA, work with clients and tax treaties from 50 countries. You and I understand the struggles of living in our congested city with rapidly rising taxes. I will use my skills to reach out to our other council members to achieve consensus and get Austin out of gridlock. I'm Rob Walker, and I would be honored and grateful for your vote.